So CJ says, what if I need space, LDR, spoke about it to him, but he takes it that I'm not that interested in him any longer, or don't want him anymore, or thinks I'm interested in someone else when I say I need space. Well, if you just say that you need space, that's typically what someone would think, CJ. So you want to preface it with something else. Here's my that's my long distance program. Here's my forever one. So you want to preference it with something else, or preference it with what you want, right? Or what you enjoy, or what you like, right? So if you're like, hey, let's say that you're talking to your guy and you're like, you need some space, and you're like, hey, I love these conversations that we have together. I love talking to you. I love connecting with you. I love, and you're telling him all these things that you really enjoy, right? You're like, I love, us being together. I love this relationship that we have. I love how you step up. I love all these things, right? And then you say, and I need a little bit more space. I'm feeling a little overwhelmed. I'm feeling blah, 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 and then tell him what that means, right? So he's not clueless on it. Just say, hey, could you give me this many days? Could we, cut down our communication to this many times a week, or whatever, right? And so you're not going, hey, I need some space. I need to get some time away from you, right? Because if you're think about that, right? If a guy comes to you and he's like, hey, I need some space. I need some time away from you. What are you going to think? You're going to be like, oh, he's not interested in me anymore. That's what I would think if you told me that, right? I would assume that that's what you would think if I told you that. And so you want to assume that that's what he's going to think. And so you want to let him know that that's not the case. Let him know that depending on what kind of a relationship you're in, just let him know that you really like him, or you love him, or, you're not going anywhere. You're not seeing anybody else. You just need some more space, right? And so you're communicating what's going on with you. That's step number. I think that's step number 2 in the, maybe it's step number 1 in the leaning back formula. Is you need to communicate. You have to communicate what's going on with you, so that he doesn't think you're cheating. He doesn't think that you've lost interest. He doesn't think that he doesn't need to go crazy, right? And start dating other people and start trying to create jealousy and all these other stupid things that people do when they, want to be gamey with each other.